Okay, step 4. The next thing we're going to do is create a pivot chart and a pivot table. Pivot tables are very powerful at helping you to organize large amounts of data and doing functions and calculations for you right away. So we use pivot tables when we have a large amount of data, and sometimes that data repeats, like you have salespeople listed several times, or in this case, we have share size. We want to see how many small, regular, and larges they are, maybe match that up with a certain year or a certain type. And the pivot tables are pretty flexible and allow you to do that. When you create a pivot table, you can automatically create a pivot chart along with it. As you create one, they build together. So if you start with one, you can always go back and add the other one. It doesn't really matter. But they're asking us to create a pivot chart and table from this data here. You can almost click anywhere inside the data. Insert tab. If you just wanted to start with your table, you can click here. Otherwise, in the charts group, we can use the pull down to create both at the same time. I believe they must have already named this table, so it will take the headings with you. But if you're doing this on your own, you need to make sure that your range includes headings. We're never taking formulas or functions with us or any of these titles up here. It's going to put it on a new worksheet, and that's what we would like. So here we are on a new worksheet, and we're going to name the new worksheet. And move it. You can go ahead and move it. Now you'll notice that when I clicked in an empty cell, I lost my navigation over here that I need to build my pivot tables and charts. So if I just click back on my tools, one of my tools, the chart or the table, I automatically have my navigation over here that I need. Up at the top, the pivot chart tools contextual tab, we have format, design, and analyze. On the analyze tab here, this fieldless button, which is on, if I turn it off, you'll see that that navigation goes away. So if you ever lose this, you can make sure you're on the analyze and field list. So basically, if you start clicking on the different fields, Excel will make a guess as to where they should go, and you can see how this starts to populate. And right now, they all put them in the category axis, which is in the columns. If we wanted to move one of these maybe to row headings, for example, share size, I can actually click and drag on it. And now you can see that we have large, regular, and small showing going across instead of going down. So you can click on these here, or you can actually click and drag them to the places that you want. And this is just kind of practice and making decisions based on your data and how you want it to look. So I'm just going to uncheck all of these. And I think we're just creating a simple table and chart. Move this over here a little bit for this exercise. So we are going to add the share size field category to the axis. And again, I can just click on share size and it went right to the axis, and it's showing large, regular, and small. By that themselves, that doesn't mean much, and you can see from your chart that there's no information populated. Then they have us take the share type and put it in the values. And the share type, if we go back to our data, are really words. So when we add that as values, we're not going to see the words, but it will just give us a total based on large, regular, and small for each one. So there are 5 share types that are large orders, 6 that are regular, and 6 that are small. And again, you can see as we populate our fields down here, these two things build at the same time. We're going to give a title to our chart, and this will be just like any other charts that we've been creating in Excel. And I'm going to click on my Design Contextual tab so that I can add my titles. And that's it.